So since I'd been working on the denatured thyroglobulin during my first year, it was sort of obvious to look for whether the antibodies in human serum and also in when one immunized rabbits, whether those were against the denatured protein. So that was a project that I worked on in Harold's lab, and had the interesting experience there, which was a lesson, because in the following sense about authorship, big item in science research. I'd worked with a friend, a colleague in the same level that I was, a postdoctoral fellow in the Cancer Institute. We worked out this project on thyroid antibodies. And Harold, of course, was a protein physical chemist, was quite unfamiliar with some of the immunological techniques that we used, which are no longer used now, but which were prominent then. And so we worked out this little project on our own. And in the meantime, of course, I had published several articles with Harold Edelhock in a whole series on the properties of thyroglobulin. That was a major opus of his. There were 6, 7 papers. And so we were standing in the lunch room one time. I was standing with Harold Edelhock. And I said to Harold, you know, I'm wondering where to send this paper that this colleague of mine and I had prepared, and what we should give it a title. And he said, well, why don't you call it Properties of Thyroglobulin number 6 or something like that. And he sort of assumed that he would be the senior author on that. Not necessarily the first author, but, you know, the senior author. And Harold is an extremely generous and nice person. So it was just the way things were done, because it was in his lab that it was done. And so that taught me a lesson. But in any case, it was fine.